Hello and welcome to this Against the Storm tutorial on orders. As I mentioned in the introductory tutorial, this series will be covering all aspects of the gameplay, all of the various features and mechanics of the game. However, with the game still being in early access, some of these aspects may be altered slightly or greatly throughout the development period. When that happens, I plan to provide some kind of update, either with an updated tutorial video or at a minimum as a pinned comment. That said, let's get started. About 2 to 3 minutes, I guess, 2 minutes in, minute and a half in to your first year, and then every so often after that, you will get this orders window to pop up here, or orders icon to pop up here. Clicking on that opens up the orders tab in the control window here. All of these other panels are also available here, and they open up the same screen. You just have to tab or click the tabs to switch between them. But here you can see that we have been given 3 orders. Later in the game, and this is how much time it will be until then, we will be offered 2 more orders, 2 more orders, 2 more orders, 2 more orders. This is because I'm on Pioneer. There are 11 order choices. On Settler there are 12, and at the higher difficulty levels there are fewer. So orders have to be picked. Actually, for the first orders, you can pick them in any order you want. Once you click one, though, you have to start with that one. So I clicked the third one just because, and the order has a few sections to it. The first is the objective. In this case, we're funding the expedition. We have to provide 5 simple tools. If we provide 5 simple tools, the game will give us 10 planks, 10 fabric, and 10 bricks, as well as 1 reputation point. 5 simple tools, especially early in the game, is almost impossible to come by unless you get extremely lucky. The other option here is an ancient tablet. Ancient tablets are usually awarded from completing glade events. They can also be found in caches on the ground. If we offer one ancient tablet, then we will be given 30 meat, 30 insects, and a wildfire essence. Now, these types of orders, the ones that require you to give something and then you get something in return, these actually increase in difficulty and in reward the later they are in the orders system. So in this first batch of orders, they're fairly cheap. 1 ancient tablet, 5 simple tools. I'm just going to pick one. If we picked the same one here, it might be 2 ancient tablets, but it would also give you a few more materials too. And then maybe down here, if it came up down here, which I don't even know what this one does, it might be 5 ancient tablets or something along that line. But it will give you a lot of rewards for it as well. Couple of more examples. Solve any 2 glade events. Well, what counts as glade events? A camp, a small or large camp, abandoned camp, a cache counts as a glade event, and any size, and the traditional danger glade events and forbidden glade events all count as events. Basically, anything that you can do inside of a glade, other than harvest resources, and other than restoring or salvaging an abandoned building. Now, the haunted abandoned buildings actually may count. I haven't confirmed that, but they may actually count. So this one's not too bad to get. For this, we would get 10 planks, 6 simple tools, and 3 random villagers. This one might be a little tough to do really fast, but we could probably pull it off fairly quickly. Especially if we start opening danger glades fairly early on. Or we could take basic logistics. Build 35 simple paths. Get 10% faster movement speed on roads, and 10 stone for free. Now, at the very beginning of the game, we're only being offered 2 orders. As we progress through the upgrades tree, this will be expanded, and we'll also get the option to re-roll orders. There'll be a button down here to reroll orders. Rerolls are limited per settlement, of course. But if you get orders that you just do not like, then that button's there for you. I think we'll take this one, and let's look at, and we can actually already do it because I've built a bunch of roads in my settlement already. Let's click on this one. I was hoping we would get, but we didn't get one of the additional type of orders, which is actually kind of a split between the two different types of orders. And they're basically timed orders where you can, where you get a much higher reward. You have to complete the order in a restricted amount of time. And then there's also orders that aren't time restricted, but you have to pick them without unpausing the game. So I was hoping we'd see one of those. I definitely saw one in one of my first few order sets in the in my Let's Play series. But they're kind of random, so you never know if you're going to get one or not. So with these, making 3 packs of building materials, which actually doesn't take that much. It would take just a little bit, just a few building materials to make. Then you get a bonus to plank production, some extra bricks, 20 extra bricks, which would more than pay for the 3 building materials, by the way. And then some simple tools. Or turn in 2 of each of building materials, packs of crops, and packs of provisions. And get a bonus to grain production, a bonus to fabric production, and 4 parts. This one, I would probably take the big delivery. And this is another example of one that if you took this exact same order later in the orders offerings, you'd have to provide more building materials to it as well. So something like this is fairly easy to accomplish at the beginning of the game, and you could easily do it by simply just making a makeshift post, which you can building materials in, and then providing, I guess it would be 20 planks, or 12 fabric, or 12 bricks, or 28 copper to make 2 recipes here. That'll make 4 packs of building materials to satisfy the 3 that you need. Now, orders, as you take them, are added to this list here on the side. That's so you can easily see what types of things you're aiming for, especially when you're looking at maybe a blueprint screen or a cornerstone screen. You might be able to, decide, oh, I need to do this so that I can finish that order. Once you're ready to finish an order, you can simply just click this check marks, and it will auto turn in the order. You can see by hovering over what items you'll get. If you want to look at the order to make sure what some of those items are or anything, you can always go back into the orders window, and then you can use the tooltips here to see the objective and the rewards, and then you can click the deliver button here as well. Now, don't actually do that in real life. And that I'm talking about is don't turn an order in when your Queen's Impatience is less than 1 whole point. The reason being, an order automatically gives you 1 reputation point. That 1 reputation point, if you watched my tutorial on reputation and impatience, every time you complete 1 whole reputation point, your impatience will drop by 1 whole impatience point. So if I had waited to turn that order in until my impatience was above 1, it would have dropped down a whole point down towards 0. Because I did not wait, because it was somewhere between 0 and 1. I didn't get the exact number, but it was somewhere between 0 and 1. I only lost that fraction of an impatience point, and now I'm back at 0, and then it's going to gain at 0.25 per minute without, yes, he's already gaining right away. So be careful, especially with that first order, especially if it's an easy one like that you don't turn it in that quickly like I just did. It may not matter in the end, but why not get the best benefit you can from turning an order in, and really that goes for any time your impatience is really low. Be careful that turning orders in below 1 point. Be careful opening caches and taking their reputation below 1 point. Resolve generated reputation is you don't have really, you just want to do it anyways. But the turn-ins where you get the points, especially with orders, make sure that you keep that in mind. I think that's all I have to say on orders. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me in the comments section below, or find the link to my Discord in the description and join me there as well. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.